Good morning. This Shabbos, upcoming Shabbos, we'll be taking out 3 Torahs in Shul, which this is not a regular occurrence. Simchas Torah, we take out 3 Torahs. Shabbos Rosh Chodesh Chanukah, we take out 3 Torahs. And Shabbos Parshas Shkolim, Parshas Mishpatim, and Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. 3 Sefer Torahs, which something new should bring an excitement to the shul, excitement to the whole world. And the Haftarah is on Parshas Shkolim. And anyone can see that it's 3 Torahs being brought out. A child that cannot even talk, a child that could talk, he might not understand what's the meaning of all these Torahs. But he sees that 3 Torahs are brought out, which is a phenomenal thing. So what is the idea of Parshas Shkolim, and in general Shabbos Mishpatim, and Shabbos Rosh Chodesh? Shabbos is connected to the sun. The sun is basically, sun comes up every single day. The 7th day is Shabbos. The next day is already Yom Rishon, Sunday. Rosh Chodesh is according to the moon. The moon, we will find out when does the moon become anew, his shine, is that's when around there is Rosh Chodesh. And Shkolim, which has nothing to do with the sun, with the moon. So the sun is something which constantly goes. The constant strength of the sun. No changes. That could be the avodah of a tzaddik. A tzaddik, he does his avodah. He does it with the same strength. Every action that he does with the same enthusiasm. He does it every single day. He puts in all that he got in every single mitzvah that he does. Nothing is with a sad eye. Nothing is with no other things that are happy feeling. Everything has the same strength. Levana keeps on changing. The shine of Levana keeps on changing. That shows the avodah of a Baal Tshuva. A Baal Tshuva keeps on going higher and higher. As we know that the Shama comes down into the world is only to refine his body and his animalistic soul. That's the only reason why the Shama comes down. Is to help out. For himself, he has no gain. So, but the moon is the idea of Baal Tshuva. He goes to such a low level, a time that there's really nothing left of him, no Judaism left of him and anything else, and he can transform it to Kedusha. And there's a greater chidush, a greater excitement by God also, when a person did something wrong and he does teshuvah, he repents, and then he goes higher than the tzaddik. We see this also by Shkalim, the Machzis HaShekel, was given for the Adonim of the Mishkan, or for Karbanis Tzibur, or Lechaper al Nafshi Seichem. And what is the Machzis HaShekel for Avodah Zarah? That if God forbid someone had even a thought of Avodah Zarah, even if he made Avodah Zarah, even if he talked about Avodah Zarah, but he had no intentions of doing it, his heart was not in it, he really doesn't believe in it, so Bezin does not know anything about it. So he brings a Machzis HaShekel. What is the Machzis HaShekel? First thing is you give over half to Hashem, and the rest you take for your things. You eat l'shem shemayim. You eat to be able to serve God better. You sleep in order to have keiches the next morning to daven and to learn the way you're supposed to. For your needs. So even though it's worldly matters, but through your half a shekel, you make a whole shekel. That everything is connected to God. And that's the idea of Machzis HaShekel. And it's also connected to our Parshas Mishpatim, that if an ox gores an Eved, you're supposed to give 30 shkalim. And it doesn't make a difference who he is, what he is, how expensive he is, how much... what his capabilities are, what his capabilities are not, if it's a woman, a girl, or anything. 30 shkalim. Gzeiras HaKasuv. Here comes different than any other, what's it called again? Different than most of Parshas Mishpatim. It's only talking about the mitzvahs which we can understand. Why does he bring a Gzeiras HaKasuv? So the idea is as follows. A half a shekel is a 60th, is less than a 60th of shloishim shkalim. That means if you give a half a shekel to Hashem, your half a shekel does not get nullified to the 59 shkalim. The 30 shkalim. Right? So every half is a sixth, a 60th. No, every half a shekel, every shekel is divided into two, and you take a half. So it's less than 60. And in halacha, there's a concept of 1/60 can nullify this wrong thing. That means even if it's not kosher, you can still rectify it by 1/60th. So when this is not even 1 to 60, so our chatzi shekel can nullify the Avodah Zarah. So even the Avodah Zarah can never be nullified, but the chatzi shekel can nullify it. And a Yid is not shaykh to Avodah Zarah at all. Because a Yid really doesn't want to serve any gods, other gods. But a Beis Din cannot verify it. But Hashem could verify it. So even though by Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Midas Hadin came up and said, Halal Avodah Zarah, Halal Avodah Zarah, why do we have to save the Yidden? They're both Ovdei Avodah Zarah. She's telling you straight out that a Yid is not Shaykh B'chal Avodah Zarah. Hashem knows that no Yid is Shaykh Avodah Zarah. And therefore, we give the half a shekel, knowing that we are not even a whole shekel. We are only a half a shekel. And through that we do tshuva, and we rectify our past. It says, with tshuva, we will be redeemed. And everyone had a thought of doing tshuva, so that already brings that we should go towards Mashiach. So we see we're all connected, Pasha Mishpatim, Pasha Shkalim, Rish Chodesh. So the Eibusha should help. Let's identify our chisreinis, and let's fix it. It's very easy that a person should cover over his own sins because he likes himself. But if a person really likes himself, rectify your mistakes. And that is all connected with Pasha Mishpatim, Shabbos Rish Chodesh, and Shkalim. And Be'ez Hashem will go towards Mashiach as a full human being, as a Tamim, someone which is complete, which is higher than Avraham. Before the Milah, he wasn't a Tamim. Noach was a Tamim Dereisav, was also complete. After the Mabel, or before the Mabel, he was Tamim already. But Tamim is higher than a Tzaddik, especially through this which we do tshuva, we reach a more of a shleimus. We're not telling you to jump, which you could really jump. If you can't jump, take one chasarn, one defect, and let's transform it to Kedusha. And let's greet Mashiach imminently right now. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever.